No, don't bite.
All right, so welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. So we're going to have like an overview of our field day plans and prep for this meeting. If Tom's not here, and Marty, if you decided that you wouldn't be able to do it, I guess we'll wing it when we get to that section and see what we can put together. Do you want to get started with the regular club business? Since we haven't got a guest speaker this month, we can go in the normal order that we do. So Jojo, do you want to give us the membership and treasury update for the month?
Oh, yes, please. Good evening, everyone. Let me pull up my file. Okay, this looks good. If I may share my screen. Okay, I hope you can see my screen.
Yep, that's good.
Got it.
So good evening for this general membership meeting tonight. My name is Jojo, KN6HTD, the club's treasurer and membership chair. Currently, we have 186 members, and we added 2 since last month. We are now in June. It's almost half year. It's the half year of 2022. We are paid 72% in 2022. Welcome to our newest member, Jean, K6BEK. And we always ask if our new members are in the crowd. Well, we welcome our new members all the time. He is from Carmichael, and he is an extra class. So welcome, Jean. For the treasury, our bank balance amounts to 8,527.70. And this amount is the same as in our books, which was presented in our last club board meeting. And our most recent purchase is the new NA4RR hex beam antenna. And Tom has that, and it should be available for our field day 2022. If a group could set up that antenna into use. But that's our new asset. Our repeater fund is 3,076.64. And the club would like to give thanks to our recurring evergreen donors. That's David and Lawrence. Now for the agenda items and recent news. The third Saturday of last month, we had the ARRL VE session in Carmichael. Carol was there, and we would like to congratulate 3 extra class members now. The first one is actually Sylvia, KS6WTF, and she is one of our board members. So congratulations, Sylvia. I bet she's traveling with Tom. The next one is Jennifer, KI6TTY. Oh, KI1TTY. It's like Hello Kitty. And there is our picture. The third extra class member is James, KN6QNJ. And he's one of our recent additions to our net control members. So congratulations to the 3 of you, and we are proud of your accomplishment. Recently, we also had the Oxcom class, and this class is a 3-day training online. It was administered by the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Service Agency, or CISA. It's a federal agency. And Michael, KK6ZGB, one of our members, graduated from it. Congratulations. Also, last month, I visited Lawrence, KC6TRH, Since he is one of the evergreen donors of the club, I awarded him his plaque, our token of appreciation. So the evergreen donor is a $10 net contribution per month times 12 months pledge. And that helps the club with its funds. And I think last weekend, we conducted the radio test over at Duncan Canyon. So this is me and Mark Carter, KI6HOB. We did a 2-meter repeater test and WinLink. So we are preparing for the Western State Endurance Run, the 100-mile, 24-hour run. That is coinciding with the field day, June 25. We will be camping out Friday night, so we can be ready Saturday morning. And the last part is a big question for everyone. What are you going to do on Field Day 2022? You can join the club's Field Day event at VFW in Fair Oaks. Reach out to us, contact@n6na.org. And that is all. Thank you very much. This is Jojo, KN6HTD. Back to Kevin.
Thanks, Jojo. All right. And Carol, can you give us an update on the website activity and social media? Is Carol on tonight?
There.
Carol, maybe not. No, I don't see Carol tonight. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to our main topic then. So Marty, do you remember talking with Tom? Did anyone stand in to take your position, or is it just an open question right now?
No, Tom made some comments that he obviously would help out, but to what level, I don't know. I think he wants to tutor somebody to be a captain.
Okay.
He's still looking for somebody. He's a newer member that wants to assist.
Okay. Okay. Well, how do we want to play this tonight then? We were going to give an overview of like what our plans are for field day, but if we don't have anyone running it right now, does anyone want to volunteer? It's a great opportunity if someone wants to jump in.
Sounds a little scary, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. Okay.
You know, it really shouldn't be too big a problem. We've got 186 members.
I don't want to put anyone on the spot, but does anyone want to jump in and take the role for this year and help us out with the planning? Because
I will tell you, I plan to be there to set up a number of antennas, but I'm certainly not going to take charge of it.
Yeah, this is Bill. I was gonna, I have the day off to help set up, but I'm not interested in taking over. So I can be there to set up antennas or do whatever we need to do on Friday and on Saturday morning.
Very good.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, that'd be a big help. We had a link to a spreadsheet. We were collecting some names for people who are going to be there to help out, right?
We do have a link. I know that Carol had access to that link. I've seen that link, but I don't know how to get to that link.
Let's see. Did we link it from the website? I don't know. It's going to
Possibly.
Let me see if I can find one.
So for what it's worth, I can help set up the network if I have access to the laptop, like I did last year. I will be bringing 3 solar panels, a number of battery boxes, plus my own IC7300 Go box, version 2 of what I had last year. One of the panels is a 200-watt panel that I'll be using to charge up my battery. And then I have 2 other panels, 120-watt panels that if somebody wants to charge up something, if they have a charge controller, I can plug that in. or I can, somebody can use one of my battery boxes. I've got a 36 amp hour, a 20 amp hour, and a 24 amp hour. So we can use those. I have a number of antennas that I can bring. I've got a homemade homebrew DX Commander, vertical fan dipole. I've got end-fed half wave cut for 40 meters, but it works great on 20, along with a couple of 30-foot fiberglass poles that I can contribute. I also have a YP3, one of the super antennas YP3, 3-element beams that I can contribute as well.
Bill, I've got 3 antennas for you this year. We've got last year's 20-meter W8JK 2-element wire beam that you used on 20.
Oh, that was killer. That thing worked great.
And then I got a brand new one for you, a vertical 40-meter beam, 2-element 40-meter beam. Mike and I have been playing with, and I think it'll be a killer for you as well.
Cool.
And then you got to help the poor CW guy out. And then I still got a 40-meter inverted V that we had running for you last year. I don't know how that one performed.
I made quite a few contacts on 40, so whatever I had on 40 was working pretty well.
That's what it was, an inverted V. But I think this vertical beam ought to be cool. The first night I set up the one at my place, I did a reverse beacon network scan at 5 o'clock in the morning, and Australia came back.
Oh, nice.
So I think it might work pretty well.
Okay, guys, I found some spreadsheets. This one is 2022 field gear commitments. And we have 8 people signed up for various things like radios, antennas, coax, batteries, solar panels, tables, and chairs. I think it goes on from there. Hold on.
Marty, there's a couple of things in there. Don't forget, we've got our brand new spider beam. And I've got my triplexer that works with that beam, so we can run 10, 15, and 20 simultaneously off that antenna.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were counting on those, Phil. So we have people signed up. There is a spot on the River City's ARRCS website, n6na.org. And if you go to the field day tab on the left-hand side, you can pull up, or you can actually see the form you fill in to say what commitment you're going to make, whether it's to help set up, maybe it's to help take down, maybe you want to make contacts for a certain shift, let us know. So there's a whole form that's going to ask you all these questions.
I'm sharing those on the screen right now. So I've got the 2 forms on the website. These are the 2 forms that you're talking about. And then this one, this is the gear commitments. So far we got
That's
Dave, Bill, Matthew, Kayla, and Bob.
Ken and Phil, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And then sign up. Yeah, so on the sign up one, then we've got people who are signed up for which day and whether they'll be operating or log in, helping with setup or tear down. So yeah, so if you're interested and you haven't already, like follow or go to the club website and use one of these 2 forms and fill in your details there and let us know either what you'll be able to bring or whether you're just coming for Saturday or Sunday or both days, and what mode you're prepared to work if you want to operate one of the stations.
Well, it looks like we've got 10 or 12 names there collectively. That's a pretty good sized crowd, and I'm sure we'll have more.
Yeah. Yeah, we typically always get more people show up on the day, right?
Yes. The work part of it, of course, is getting the antennas put in place. And the teardown goes much faster. And then, you know, it's just who wants to run rigs. Do we know how many, well, do we know how many rigs we want to have running this year? Were you going to be a 3 alpha or a 4 alpha?
We were 4 alpha last year, and I don't remember if we had 4 stations actually actively running. I remember Bob had his station, I had mine. There was one other in an opposite corner. I thought we only had actually 3 on the air, but I think we were using 4A as our designator.
Yeah, that places us in a tougher crowd. 3 alpha is probably optimum for us, but whoever's running the show will have to make that call.
Do you have filters for the antenna?
We have filters for all bands.
And I have a set of bandpass filters for 40, 20, 15, and 10. They're single band. So I haven't tried them yet. I just got them, but I have bandpass filters now.
Bring them.
Oh yeah.
The club's got a set to go 10 through 80. And that triplexer I built has bandpass filters for 10, 15, and 20. And I have an additional 20 meter bandpass filter. That's a lot of filters.
And then do we still have access to the tower that the beam was on last year?
Well, yes, it's in our club trailer.
Oh, okay, cool. So we can probably put the hex beam on that one, unless we've
Yes.
got another Yagi of some sort.
Yep. That's
Okay, I can help
exactly
put
the
that
plan.
together. I made one of my own, but it's not of anything of any quality, so that shouldn't be too difficult to put together and get up there on the tower.
No, I think it should go fairly smooth. I know that Tom was asking for help assembling that spider beam, and I volunteered to help him with it, but I haven't heard from him. So I don't know the status.
I can be there as early on Friday as anybody wants to get there, and I'll stick around all day if we have to, or all night to get everything in place. So that won't be a problem.
You know, I think it's going to go pretty quick, Bill. I would imagine in 3 to 4 hours we'll have all that stuff knocked out, especially if there's, you know, some assist going on. We'll have to see who's going to kind of run this thing so we can coordinate our actions. I could be over there anytime. I live within 1.5 miles of the site, so it's pretty easy for me.
Right. So going back to who's running it, is anyone on the call tonight? Do you want to volunteer? We're looking for someone like just to be the point person to coordinate all the setup and tear down activities and just make sure everything gets done. It's not like a role where you have to do a huge amount of things yourself, but it's just the person who's coordinating what we're actually doing on the site.
Okay, I can go ahead and coordinate for Friday and Saturday as far as getting stuff set up and things situated.
Cool. Okay. Thanks, Bill. All right. And the tear down is usually pretty easy because it's pretty obvious what needs to come down because it's all there.
You know, if we have a windstorm Saturday night, it'll take care of itself.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Not if we do it
What
right.
time,
Oh, you want
what
it done
time is
right, huh?
everybody gonna be out there Friday?
We don't know yet.
I can be
That's
there
what
at
the-
9 o'clock. I can be there at 9 o'clock, and we can start seeing what we've got, seeing what needs to get set up. If I have to, I can go by Tom's place to pick up the hex beam. I can either do that Thursday night or Friday morning.
Dave, what would be a convenient time for you to have the trailer out there?
I was thinking middle of the afternoon Friday.
2-ish,
3
something like
maybe.
that.
Pardon?
2 o'clock time frame.
Yeah, 2 or 3, wherever somebody wants it.
Well, we can set up a bunch of the wire stuff prior to that. We certainly can't do the beam until the trailer gets there. But I don't think the beam's going to be a big deal.
No,
Bill,
think-
if you want to make it easier on yourself, you want to shoot for like noon, we can have most of that stuff done. And then when the trailer gets there, we can put the spider beam up on it and go home.
sold. I can be there at noon.
Let's tentatively plan on noon. And hopefully we can get something on our website that would relay that message. We plan to set up starting at noon on Friday. And that way people have a place to look for the message.
Hal just joined.
And where is
Ken on?
he was here earlier.
Oh, no, I'm thinking about the newsletter. Oh, Carol's in there. Maybe Carol could throw that in there. We're going to start at noon on Friday. And that way everybody's aware of what the plan is.
Now,
Larry?
if I could, I live in a different section of town. I live in Greenhaven, which is kind of like the south area. Is there any stuff that's near me that you need that I could help bring over? Because I'll be on my way anyway. You know, any
Happy
shopping?
attitude. Bring some of that happy attitude.
Oh, okay.
We need about 2 buckets worth.
Okay, I think I can arrange that.
I'm down in Elk Grove, so I can, as I'm working my way north, I can swing by any place and pick up whatever needs to be picked up.
And for us CW guys, bring our own keys, bugs, stuff like that, paddles.
Yes.
Okay.
And then for the logging laptop, who has possession of that?
Does
I
Tom
think
still have
Kevin
it?
has the laptop.
No, Tom had it last.
Tom still has it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the only thing I ask is when I was getting that thing set up, we were having it ran into the start of the event, so we were having contacts being made locally on local machines. So if I cannot get the laptop up and going by the time 11 o'clock rolls around, all I ask is nobody make any contacts until I've got the logging up and working and we've got the network set up. Because that was kind of a pain to try and figure out how to merge the localized contacts on all the different PCs into the club log.
I'm glad you know how to do that.
Have you got the instructions from last time, Bill? Or do you need me to send you one?
I do, but I ended up having to kind of wing it. I could not get it. I think I had to set up a new directory for it on the laptop.
Okay.
Could not get it to connect correctly. So once I set it up with a new directory, everything connected just fine.
Cool. Okay.
And then as I ran around from all the different PCs, getting them all connected up, then we were golden.
Okay, cool. And then do you remember, was there like a blue Netgear hub? Is that what you was using last year?
Yeah, there was some sort of, I think it was a Linksys wireless router.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I don't know where that is. I'm hoping that's with the laptop because I don't,
I don't think I
haven't
got
very
it
well
back
today.
last year. So
okay. I've got, I think I've got an extra one here. I'll bring it
Mom
just
just
in
fell
case.
asleep. She had a good day today.
let me just mute Jerry. There you go. Okay, yeah, go on, Bill.
Okay, I have, I think I've got an extra, I'm looking around. I think I have an extra wireless router that we can use if the Linksys doesn't show up or we have issues with it. I might be able to use that one. I'll have to boot it up and make sure I can get into it.
Okay. Okay, all right. And I can check with Tom if he's still got it. I don't think I got it back. So I'm assuming if it's anywhere, I think Tom still
Yeah,
has it.
I think he went camping. I think that's what he said they were gonna do, go camping. Bill, I think if we're all on the same page here, I would think that by the time Friday ends, we'll have all the wire in the air. And the only thing that will really need to be dealt with on Saturday is power to the rigs and the network. So hopefully it won't be such a hassle for you.
Cool. Okay, that'll work. So if we have any power strips, bring power strips. I know I use power strips to power up my PC. I think we're allowed to use shore power for PCs, just not radios.
That's correct.
Okay, so I had a power strip to run my laptop and some of my stuff. So if you need power strips, bring those, because if I remember correctly, each corner of the pavilion had power outlets in it. At least I know my corner had a whole bunch of outlets.
Sounds right.
Each corner has at least one duplex outlet. Couple of the corners have two, and I think one has 4 duplex outlets. So there's plenty of outlets in the building.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
So if there are fans, bring fans. That could
we
be
have the
useful.
built-in ones.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's what I remembered.
Yeah, we just had to get the attention of whoever let us into the building to turn the switch on, because it's in that shed on, the switch is in that shed on the premises.
Okay.
Yeah, did we, I don't remember if at the board meeting, did we determine somebody a safety chair? As we need somebody for that because we get points for it. And it's just a matter of making sure that we're not doing anything silly.
Somebody volunteered.
And I don't remember.
I was gonna say, I thought it was Sylvia, but I wouldn't swear to it.
Yeah, I remember her just coming in at the last minute at the meeting, so I don't remember whether she did or not. And we can't ask her right now. So
No.
anyway, it's just a matter of making sure that, you know, nobody's doing something that's gravely
Stupid.
foolish, dangerous.
I work hard at being stupid.
I do too, and I'm really good at it.
Well, yeah, but you need somebody then for backup to tell you that ain't the good idea, boy.
That's not stupid enough.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, we all need moms to say, don't play with the outlets. So anyway.
I remember there was we had a coffee station or a coffee maker or a Keurig or something to make hot water. Is that going to still be available?
I was planning on making our Keurig available, and we still have pucks and stuff here, so there's no reason why we can't just use them. Probably bring a couple of jugs of, gallon jugs of water, because that's easier than using bottled water, 6 bottles or at a time or whatever. Yeah.
I have a 30-cup coffee maker that I could bring if we want either coffee or just hot water.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the convenient thing with the Keurig is you can make whichever thing you want, including tea pucks if you want them and that. And it's,
One at a time, and it's much less hassle.
yeah. Yeah.
Bill, I'm planning on bringing my laptop to send a message to our field day section manager. And it has the N3FJP software installed on it, but it's under my call sign. So you may be able to modify it if you need another PC.
Okay, great. Yeah, the more PCs we have, the better. I've got a small tablet that I can use. I remember, Bob, you had a laptop of some sort that we used, and one of the others, I think Tom had a laptop and somebody else had a laptop, or somebody, or Bob, you were using the the quote unquote server laptop as your logging station. Was that right?
Yeah, that's correct. And then later on, I was attempting to download the field day message that was coming from Molinas.
Yeah.
Okay. So I only have the one tablet that I can provide. I don't have any other laptops. So if we have, and we've got the quote unquote server laptop, so we would need at least one or two other laptops for the other stations.
It sounds like an obvious question, but does the community in general have awareness of field day this year? Or I mean, it's supposed to be like a public display of our skills and our abilities. Are people aware that we're having it and are invited to visit our location?
I do not believe so. That's one of those things that the captain does is coordinate that type of activity, and it doesn't appear that we're in that mode at this point.
I thought there was a publicity chair that was part of that. Somebody that got a hold of the local media in its various modes.
That's a normal function, but I don't think anyone was delegated or responded to deal with that.
Yeah.
There are points if we do that. If we
Yes.
get in touch with a local newspaper or TV station or something and publicize the event, yeah, there's points for that.
So it's more a matter of it's something that somebody needs to do for us to get points. And if we do it ahead of time, then it also means if we get foot traffic, then, and I would expect the park will be busier this year than it was last year, just simply because of the lifting of the COVID restrictions. But because of where we are, I don't know how easy it is for the general public to come into the VFW area. I think that's the only thing that might
Actually, it's pretty easy.
They just come up that one road, the back road along the back
Yeah,
parking lot.
that's kind of one of the real benefits of that. You've got that park right next door, and
So we need to put our banners out on the fence so we can and make sure that to tell them to come in and not just have it back at the pavilion, but tell them that's what it's all about.
Well,
So it's a
do we
matter of
have
how we
any?
deploy?
I was wondering, do we have press releases or media stuff from field days in the past that we could, reuse?
Yes, we do.
Maybe we should look into that.
I will say I brought my daughter to the 2019 event, and we walked around, filled out the guest form, even though I was a member. And I think we were walked around for about 20 minutes, and not one person approached us. She was really excited to get on the radio, and eventually I just told her, "Oh, we're just gonna go." Everyone seemed very dialed into being on the radios.
Yeah,
So that just be aware if there's somebody you don't recognize, or
yeah.
invite them in.
Well, sounds like we need a hospitality person, eh? A smile with our face on it. So, yeah. I think somebody was, I last year or the year, or the first field day that I came to anyway, I think we did a little bit of here's a sign up sheet, you were here. A lot of meet and greet that I think we had quite a few people on the list. I think we had some 40, 70 people all told between members and the public. I think it was like the last field day we had before the COVID. We had a good turnout.
I know we had a roster, but I don't remember how that roster was broken down.
Yeah, I don't remember what the contents were. I just remember it took about 3 pages of people signing their names and everything. So I remember doing some, hello, did you sign the sheet? But it's been a while. There's definitely something that needs to be done.
Well, in retrospect, I would think when we conclude this year's field day, it would be very beneficial for us to sit down and do a post-mortem and define all those deficiencies, and then plan for dealing with those deficiencies.
Yeah.
Like January 1,
Yeah,
get it knocked out, and then life is easy.
yeah. For whatever it's worth, we get to do the postmortem 2 days later because we get our next board meeting is 2 days after the field day.
I don't think we'll have everything defined at that point, but that's probably the best way to deal with it.
Yeah. But it seems like every year we get something right and something we go, oh, we coulda. So it's a, kind of a winging it thing anyway. But then I guess that's what practicing for emergencies is all about. We do what we can with what we've got and make the best of it.
Practicing would infer that we're preparing, right?
One would think at least that we bring our skills and our materials with the expectation of doing some good.
Well, does anybody have any video files of press releases of days gone by where, you could have it on on a thumb drive or some kind of an email attachment, and we could get a hold of a couple of the TV stations locally and just, give it to them?
I can see Carol working away.
Yeah,
diligently.
I'm looking for that right now. I will mail it out.
Well, we still have a little bit of time before field day. We could do, something for outreach.
And
Yeah.
besides
Which would be
that,
better
wouldn't
than
it be
nothing.
more interesting news than people get shot up and dealing in the January 6th disasters and forest fires? We'd have much better news to offer the public.
Yeah. There's one program that I listen to on NPR regularly on the local PBS station, local radio station. It's called The World. And the one thing they try to do, their last item every day is something upbeat. Two people got reunited. Somebody found a lost instrument that had been in the family, 2 generations ago, and it turned up. That kind of just makes you feel good to hear it. They try and leave you with a smile on your face. And I think we should do that.
I got our particular activity, ham radio. It can touch people and make their day like almost nothing else can. I can't tell you, maybe about once a week I get a QSO and somebody gives me an email and just tells me how much they enjoyed the conversation and everything. And we have to share that because it really is. As I said, nothing makes me feel better than when I make somebody's day. And I can do that every now and then.
Yep. So, yeah, be a force for good in the world.
We should take Ken's feedback as well. Make sure that we're involving anyone who stops by. Like if someone is standing there, just standing behind someone who's operating, we should be looking back and check in. And if there's someone there, like a member of the public, and they want to jump in the seat and have a go, we should make sure that we do that, right? And I think we're all guilty of just
that. Kevin, that's a magnificent idea. I think if we were smart, instead of having our tables facing the wall, we'd have the tables facing the open area of the pavilion. So we sit between the wall and the table. And that way, when people come in, they see us operating and we can wave.
Yeah.
And we can see that they're interested and say, you want to try it?
That's a good idea.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
That's not too hard to fix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because
then we can see Bill there with his bug going zip, zap, zow. And they'll all say, what's the telegraph doing here at the ham radio thing?
Yeah.
Actually did get involved in a pretty lengthy conversation with a couple of folks about CW and just operating in general. It was I remember one of the young guys was somebody that just passed his tech at the Elks Lodge the month prior. I think it was the month prior. So he was interested, and his brother, I think, worked at Bob's station for quite a while. I think they knocked out quite a few contacts.
Yeah, that's great. That is great. Don't underestimate little things like that. You can really, start somebody on a quest, and you never know how it will pay off in the future.
Well, at least the other, yeah, because the other half of our doing field day is to get the public to expand our reach into the public. So we need to do that big time.
Are we going to have another Zoom meeting?
Are we gonna have a what?
Another meeting for this?
For field day?
Yeah,
Oh,
At this point, I don't believe we know.
yeah, I think it would be good within a week or so, so we could get more dialed in.
yeah,
This is my first, so I'm excited, but
yeah.
I don't know enough to jump in.
Yeah, I think in the past, when we've had an appointed or a confirmed chair, they have had okay, you've all said you're going to participate, and they have done a meeting that was to confirm all of the material and logistical expectations. But a lot of that was before Zoom. I think even last year we did what? We had one Zoom meeting last year between the club meeting and the event. I'm
I
trying to
do believe
remember.
we did that.
We did?
I do believe we did.
Yeah. So what he's asking is a good ask. But more than anything, we need to confirm, like from the sign up sheets on the webpage and so on, who's involved in what, and then just, get some confirmation from everyone. I guess they all have an email address. They can be contacted and invited to a Zoom if somebody wants to host it. So.
Bill, do you want to suggest the date if you want to set that up? Or I can set it up for you if you want to run it.
Oh, I don't know about running it, but
I think it's just to get together and coordinate and make sure everyone knows what they're doing, right?
Well, how about a week from today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since we've got 18 days before field day, that's roughly halfway. It's
Yeah.
Tuesday night. We know Tuesday nights are good. Hopefully Tom will be back by then. We can fill in some blanks
Yeah.
and ensure that he's able to make the meeting. I think that'd probably be a timely place. And as far as running the meeting, Bill, I don't see that as being too big an issue. I just think the fact that we collectively arrive would suffice.
all right, it'll be my first time, so go easy on me.
Oh, no.
Okay. And he would be able to get a hold of that, the Andrew Stevens checklist.
Yeah, it's.
I think if he has that, I think he'll be a little less intimidated at the proposition of running a meeting because it outlines what needs to be done and covered anyway, if I'm remembering correctly.
So is that the 21st? So not next week, but the week after?
It'd be the 14th.
Oh, the 14th, next week.
Yeah, next week.
Okay, next week. Okay, cool. All right. And you want to do it same time, Bill? If I set it
That's,
up for
yeah, that's
7:30?
fine. Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Cool. All right. I can set it up on Zoom and I'll send out the details.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, I can help with any setup if it doesn't involve me standing or walking.
What did you do?
I broke my ankle.
And how?
Oh,
How did you do that?
You shouldn't kick the dog.
Right. No, I was skateboarding.
Wait a
Skateboard.
well,
minute.
at least you were doing something fun.
Yeah, that's true. I was having a good time until that point.
You know, Kevin, I broke mine skiing. I tried jumping from mogul to mogul. It does not work.
No.
Oh, well.
There's only
was
so
all-
much your ankle can bend in the wrong direction, and then it doesn't bend anymore.
Well,
Sort of
better
flops
your ankle
around,
than your
doesn't it?
neck. Pick
Yeah.
a good part, they can fix that one.
Yeah.
How's it doing? You mending pretty good?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I had the surgery, I don't know, was it 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago? So I can't put any weight on it. I've got like no weight bearing. But yeah, I had the surgery, I had some pins put in. And
Ooh,
I've got,
you
They
did a
give
good
you one of
job.
those kneel on it scooters?
yeah, got one of those, got crutches, got scooter, got wheelchair.
You went top shelf. I will play every which way. That
Yeah.
scooter thing looks like fun. Not as
Kevin,
sport, but
It's a
Kevin,
good
a
subject.
couple of words of advice to you.
Uh-huh.
Don't cut the cast off the first time. And don't cut the cast off the second time. My orthopedist was not happy with me at all.
You cut it off yourself?
Well, yeah.
Wow.
we're talking to Phil here, Kevin.
Okay. I've actually been lucky. Like I only had a splint on for the first couple of weeks and then the week after surgery. And then they put it in a boot. So as long as I don't put weight on it and I keep it in the boot just to protect it from moving around too much, that's a lot more comfortable than the cast.
Yeah.
You ever notice that when you sleep before a cast, you can lay your foot either way, but when you have the cast on, you can't keep that sucker vertical?
Yeah.
You got a flopper.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
haven't been sleeping very well at all. Trying to sleep on my back with my foot just straight up. Yeah, not good.
Ain't gonna happen.
No.
Bad news.
Well,
It's recovering well. I'll be all right. But the
Yeah.
timing means that it won't be until after field day. I think like 1 week afterwards, then I can start walking again. So I'm 1
Have
week
you seen
late.
those round stickers that have a line through them? They mean no.
Uh-huh.
Put that on your skateboard.
Yeah.
you're gonna try it again, Kev?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, it took the fun out of it, did it?
Yeah, the inconvenience is too much.
You know, I would love to have been the doctor in the emergency room when you came in and explained how you broke your ankle.
Were they grinning a lot?
He thought it was pretty funny. Yeah.
Should pick
For
up a
me to
safer sport.
say, I mean, if you're gonna have a fun day being a ER doctor, it should be the interesting ones. Yeah.
Pick up a safer sport like ice hockey, like me at 47.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't heal as fast as we get older, do we?
Nope.
And you don't bounce very well either.
No.
Well, that's it. We're not cartilage anymore. We can admire sharks for that. They're flexible. No
We
matter
can
how
watch
old
the
they get, they don't
kids.
get, they stay rubbery.
Kevin, what else have we got besides scheduling a follow-up session?
Well, that was the only topic for this week. Talk about field day.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike, are you still in there?
I'm still here, and I'm hoping to attend next Tuesday as well to see more of the planning, and I'll work
You
with
and
you
I
on
were
that.
talking about doing a trial on that vertical beam. Have you got a date in mind?
Not specifically. We're supposed to be home this coming Sunday, Monday, so within a day or two after that, I could give you a call and we could get it.
The only bad days I've got are Wednesdays. So pick something other than Wednesday if you would, and we can get that thing dialed in. I'm excited about that. I think that's going to be pretty cool.
Hey, Kevin,
to-
I just looked at my calendar. I'm actually going to be in Vegas next week, and I'm going to be at a vendor event on the 14th at
Okay.
7:30. So I won't be back until the 16th in the late evening. So anytime next week is not going to work for me.
What's a good day, Bill?
Sounds like the 21st.
The 21st would be fine. I'm completely open, and I'm back in town by then.
Then let's make it the 21st.
Sorry about that. I just I thought something. I knew I was doing something.
That's okay. So yeah, so set up this for the 21st.
Okay.
All right. I took some notes and jotted down like who said they could do what, and so yeah, I'll send out. I guess we've got email addresses on our roster list, right? So I'll try and get everyone's emails from the sign-up sheet, and then I'll send out some notes so we can see like who's doing what.
Okay. And you can let Tom know that we're interested via email.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think he told me when they're due back.
Well, given it 2 weeks, he'll probably be back. Next week, he might not have been, but they might be back too. Oh,
Yeah.
you clown. Anyway.
All right. Well, Bill, thanks for volunteering at short notice.
Oh, sure. Just, I just hope I can pull this off.
Yeah, you'll be fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty much same as what you've always done. It's just now you're gonna have people come by and say, now what do I do?
Yeah.
I tend to take over projects anyway, even when I'm not in charge. So I guess it wouldn't be anything new.
There you go.
Yeah.
They'll work out well. then.
Now it's just official.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm take off. See you back to Thanksgiving with your family.
All right. Well, any other topics or any other items for tonight?
Well, I did, I sent out an email to the board. I would also copy the bill N6EF with the boilerplates for the press releases we've sent in the past. And there's actually a new one for 2022 that's on the ARRL website. And I sent the links to that as well. I received here a direct message from Art, KD6GBY, asking if I need help with media outreach. But I don't know if Art wants to.
Yeah, that's not something that I'm going to be able to take care of, any of the media outreach stuff. So if you have somebody that can do that or knows how to do that, that would be very cool.
Okay, well, perhaps I'll go ahead and forward that also to Art, since Art's interested in helping with that.
Yeah, he expressed an interest in it.
Okay, the other thing I do have, I'm sorry I came here late, but it looks like I need to buy a new air conditioner for my home here.
Oh.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's like buying a new car. It's anyway, I do have a report on the web resources if you'd like.
So.
Sure. Yeah. Can you cover that now?
Sure, I could go ahead and cover that.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Carol.
And let's see, share. Okay, how's that look?
Nothing. Oh, there we go. Yep.
Ta-da.
That's good.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the report for our web resources for n6na.org for May. And we'll click there and that should have, yeah, okay. Just a reminder that our website is n6na.org. And we try to keep this page updated regularly so people can know what's going on with upcoming events for the club. And again, shout out to our website design team and people contributing to keeping the website updated. I appreciate that very much. Also, just a reminder, our nets, tomorrow night's going to be our net Wednesday, 8 p.m., 2 meters. And that also is accessible via Echolink and All-Star, which is working very well. The 10-meter net is at 8:30, 28.420 upper sideband. Everyone's welcome to check in. And then the slow scan TV net is going strong, 441.30 repeater, and also a live stream on YouTube. And this slow scan net has been going for 11 years. Can you believe it? Yeah, and we've been accumulating recordings of YouTube videos now for a little bit over a year. So about almost a year and a half. So we do get some regular viewers on there as well. Website activity for May. There was a little drop in the total page views compared to the previous month. And the peak web page views were 111. That was on May 11th. And the most active web page was a homepage again with 567 views. And the magnetic loop page got interest again. I don't know, I guess people going out into the fields, you know, and doing a lot of mountain topping or summits and stuff like that. And they're looking for compact antennas. So interest is raised on that here with the springtime and the summer. Nets page, the field day page is getting activity and the repeater page as well. By source, most of the traffic we get is directed through Google, 43.7%. And 31.5% were direct hits to our website, n6na.org. And most of the visits again come from California and United States, but we do get visitors, these lightly shaded countries all around the world visit our website for one reason or another. We have increasing numbers of subscribers to our YouTube channel, Facebook page, and Twitter and Discord. There's always some growth there, so that's good to see people participating in our social media feeds. And that's it. Any contacts, anybody wants to get any information to any of the board of directors or any of the officers, you could just send it to contact@n680.org and it'd be directed to the appropriate person. And thank you again. And that's it. Don't stop share. So I did find quite a few of the ARRL puts out a boilerplate for a press release every year. So we have a number of those, and I sent that out in that email. And I'll go ahead and I'll send one out to Art as well, copy him now. That's it from here. Thank you.
All right, cool. Thanks, Carol. Anything else for tonight before we wrap up?
I think we should be good.
Sounds good. All right. All right. Yeah, so Bill, thanks again for volunteering to help with Field Day. And we'll get that meeting set up for 21st. And yeah, all right.
Thanks,
Right.
everyone.
Thanks, everyone. All right, have a good evening.
Have a good evening, everyone.
Good night.
Yeah, good
Thanks.
night.
Bye.
Have a good evening.
Have a good one.